Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my story playthrough of Creeper World 3. We removed the warp inhibitor from Chanson and also discovered a new record from the Saloy that has not been fully decoded yet. We will now move on to Frykt. Leah. I've completed the scans of the various artifacts and technologies we have collected so far. Abraxis. Did you find anything in common? Perhaps something has been added to each item. Nothing. They are as diverse as any two random objects and contain nothing in common. Then we have learned nothing. Not so fast. We know that the creeper did not destroy these artifacts, but it did destroy other artifacts of the same kind. This can only mean one thing. Ah, the only thing these artifacts actually have in common is they were not destroyed by the creeper. That means, yes, that means that the creeper somehow recognized these specific artifacts and did not destroy them. It didn't destroy them at any point in their existence, which spanned millions, many millions of years in some cases. So the creeper has a memory that spans vast amounts of space and time. It also must rarely act in a selective way. This never occurred to me before. I've only ever imagined the creeper as a random destructive force. I'm not yet sure what good this knowledge will do us, Leah, but it seems significant that the creeper is more than just a blunt and crude weapon used by the Loki. Have you completed your review of the treatise on cyclical eternity yet? Not completely, but it looks like utter nonsense. No other civilization posited such a concept as a universal singleton, something of which only one could exist. The name Arc Eternal, which the Saloy gave to this object, must have had nothing to do with their message to the Loki. I see. So what do we have in this system? This system was last called Frykt. It now contains only 3 worlds, as the others have vanished. Of the former worlds, 1 was deorbited into the sun, and 3 others were deconstructed into material for a failed Dyson sphere. Only 1 world is not shielded, so we will head there first. It would seem so, Skars. If we manage to take out the inhibitor on Vapin, there will be a choice as to the next system in range. I have no idea which path we should take. We will cross that bridge when we get there, Leah. My daughter Aliana always accused me of leaping before looking, so I'll have no trouble choosing a destination. Gel maintenance in process. Again? Alright, so Mistet is going to be our first world. Let's jump over and see what we have. Leah, I didn't notice that object on the scanners till we got closer. So I've emergency steered the ship to a counter orbit away from the proto-magnetar. That red orb in orbit around this world, it seems to have a massive gravitational and magnetic field. It's a piece of a leftover magnetar, an artificial magnetar at that. It was used in an attempt to construct a Dyson sphere around this system, which in turn was another failed attempt to hide from the creeper. Its effect on the creeper should be of concern. Creeper is attracted by its intense gravitational field, so it should flow toward the magnetar, but the magnetar is orbiting the world. So there will be a massive creeper tide from Helheim. That's what you're saying. Yes, in short, that is correct. The good news is that you can use the fully available tech upgrades to help deal with the uncertain situation on the ground. Also, proximity to the magnetar has allowed me to enable a special ability on the forge. Rather than just being used for special upgrades, the forge can now attempt to activate the totems and open a portal to Rift Space. But you said Rift Space was destroyed. Indeed it was, but the attempt to open Rift Space will create a temporary opening to a realm of immense gravity. This singularity weapon is accessible from the forge menu. Be cautious, though, it uses immense amounts of aether. Alright, let's do this. Okay, Grizzy, I need you to move. I know, you're standing up, you're really happy. You're looking at the screen as I play, but I need you to not be there so that I can actually see the screen. Okay, we have emitters. We have 2. Okay, so there's only 2 spore launchers. That's actually good to know. There is a recording down in the corner that I have to deal with, and that is the shield key. Okay, so I've tried this a couple times. I don't. My thought was to make a dash for the spore towers, and I don't think that's actually the correct way to do this. I'm now thinking that what I should be doing is basically trying to build up a defense early. The spores aren't going to be a big deal because it only launches two of them and they're on a slow delay. The bigger issue is the pulling of the creeper up over the walls. So I need to create as a defensive zone that makes it so that isn't a problem. And that's not going to be easy. I've got to figure out, as a matter of fact, what my best path to doing that is. In part, it's going to be keeping the stuff down, and now I need, actually, hold on, I need a terp. Need a terp there, and because what I want to do is terraform this stuff so that the gaps in the wall are removed. And I need to build up a decent energy infrastructure because mortars are going to be a big deal, and terps are going to be a big deal. So I need to have the infrastructure in place to utilize those well. And then when it comes time, then I can start worrying about using the gravity to my advantage to get things destroyed. But for now, so long as I keep everything in this center section, the whatchaphasms, the spores aren't actually going to be much of an issue at all. Right, so that's that terp. I'm going to grab another terp and drop it there to cover that, and drop that terp there to cover that. Okay, so this terp can now move here. That'll help there. And then I also need cannons on the edges to help guard the stuff where the terps aren't actually covering it yet. And then finally, let's get some ore mines in, just because eventually that will be... How am I doing on energy? A little low. Not quite sure why. Probably the terps is going to be my guess. Okay. So what I'm going to need to do is bounce cannons based on where things are coming from. Okay, now I have an issue in that I did not build beamers over here. So there we go, there's two more beamers. Reactors. Now some of it comes up anyway, even with the terp in place. So it's not that this is going to be a guarantee of no issues. That's not what we're after here. And I do not yet have a forge, so I need one of those. And then weapons, I want more weapons in place to deal with that. Okay, so that's sealed. But as you can see, this is getting pulled up over the 10 because of the gravity. So having that doesn't guarantee anything, unfortunately. Let's see how my beamers do with that attack pattern. Alright, they do okay. Now what I do want is I do want mortars to help with reducing the depth of the creeper as it moves around. So as they just shoot the deepest spots, that will... Okay, so it's over there. I'm going to start building this out, since I think I have a decent defense up now. To get this in place. Okay. And I can get build speed and packet speed, because that'll allow, because as this pulls around this way, this is going to be, then these are attacking. This guy's not doing much of anything. Actually, where's this terp? Grab that terp, move him there. Okay, we have, so long as, there, good, it didn't shoot those. So this should get destroyed. And then after this goes around, I should be able to destroy that as well. Alright, we've got more coming in on this side. So let's get that going. And I really feel like there should be something I could put on these circles of power when I get them to be more beneficial, but I don't know what I should try for. Okay. So I'm going to go just for fun. Let's put a shield there and see what happens. Okay, now I can move more beamers to better defend against that one. If I put a cannon there and a mortar there, let's see if I can get another cannon to try and protect the energy infrastructure. Well, I knew I needed to protect the energy infrastructure, I just didn't do it soon enough. There we go. Alright, incoming spores, but there's only 2 of them, so it shouldn't be a major issue. That's not going to be up in time. Yes, it is up in time. Awesome. Alright, so now that shield may be able to hold this stuff at bay. We'll see. Let's get another couple mortars in here, and then they can start bombarding this, and I can make my... while that's happening, though, if I start this relay build like we did over there, grab you 2, move you down here, move that up there, get this thing, get these in place to try and defend that side. So the shield did kind of work. Alright, relay, relay, weapons, nullifier. Here we go. So the shield kind of provides a bit of a safe zone. It seems to be able to hold up, so I can then use that for energy production. And I can drop mortars into it. Oh, other than I'm now out of energy, so I need to be really careful with that. Okay. So let's go with energy efficiency, fire range. Build speed's going to be important. Okay, why am I low on energy, though? That's what I'm not quite understanding. Because this one I can probably let it pass without it being an issue. Get these guys down here. Collectors. Packet speed. Drop a shield in there again. And then let's get a cannon up there. That's not going to happen this time, is it? Nope. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to get there this time, but I can potentially get there next time. So what I need to do is be prepared for the next shift in gravity. I'll just destroy that for now. Okay. So I drop a relay there. That'll build those. that one because it put me into a deficit. Not much of one. Oh, crud. See, this is why you have to pay attention to what gravity's doing. Alright. So if I go weapons... Structure, relay. Drop that there. There's my terp gone. Come on, guys. Get up there. Yeah, as this grows, it... Okay. Now, because of the warp gravity, I can get that nullifier in place, hopefully. These are still surviving, but I've lost quite a bit of structure down below. That's fine. It's just a matter of... Right. Build speed, packet speed, blah blah blah. That'll end that. Come on. Alright, now that that's done, I can come jump down here to deal with the stuff that's going to be overflowing here. As that comes around. These guys will be able to probably prevent anything from coming over the wall, I'm guessing. Let's get some additional reactors in. Okay. Now. That's what he's there for. Grab relays. Cancel. Structure. Shield. Shield there. 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 Okay, so now in theory I might have a shield wall available. Okay, let's move you guys across. Drop the relay down to power you. If I can defend that with shields, then I don't have to worry about the gravity anymore. I can just defend one side. I don't have to protect the upper section because the shields will prevent the creeper from being pulled that way. So then I can expand out in relative impunity. Now, let's get range, speed. That's my theory anyway. The theory is that with the shields there, I don't have to worry about this getting dragged up that way, because the shield will hold it at bay. Now the other thing I need is, with that being the case, if I put a reactor in there, that'll give me good power. Not that I feel like I need power. That's kind of the problem is, I think I'm probably at a point where I've not hit equilibrium per se, but what I am probably at is the point where I have as much power as I need, I'm guessing. This is going to start pulling this way, though, so I do have to be ready for that. It may not be... Hold on, there we go. Now I can get that in. Let's go packet speed again. And I'm not using any anti-creeper. I probably ought to be. And then drop a relay there to get the message. And then it's just a matter of coming around the corner and destroying the other one. Yeah, so I ought to be using anti-creeper probably. Leah, you mentioned Varro in passing earlier. Abraxis. Yes? This message artifact appears to have been written by Varro Hale, who lived in your time. The message says he was friends with Dax Joven, and went on to head the Command Academy on Colony Prime, among other minor historical facts. Yes, Colony Prime. It seems like I just left there, Leah. Without Dax and Varro, we would never have rebuilt humanity. Nothing that came after would have been possible. That is certainly correct, Scars. If you and the others had failed, there would not have been the thousands of civilizations and trillions of lives that followed. They all owe you and the others a great debt of gratitude. Debt? It was all for nothing, Leah. Nothing. Everything is gone. Anything else in the message recoverable other than Varro's curriculum vitae? Just one fragment. It reads, "And without the tutelage, guidance, and guile of Admiral Skarsgard Abraxis, we never would have eventually discovered Aliana's true gifts." Aliana's true gifts? What does that mean? Aliana, my daughter? Leah? Leah? And no response. So, apparently there is more to Aliana than we know so far. Not necessarily surprising per se, given that there being more to a person than they are aware of as... Oh, I lost a shield. I didn't know that was possible. Alright, so this can drag a sufficiently heavy creeper through the shield, apparently. I was not aware that that might be possible. Shouldn't be surprised, like I said, but good to know for future reference, either way. Right, and then I'm actually going to build this up along the outside, and then I can grab cannons and bring them in to attack from there, and that will probably be faster is my guess. Okay, and then we will go for packet and build speed again, since all I really need to do now is get... But this was successful, as you can see. Although I did lose that shield, there is not more stuff coming from that direction, which is what I'd been hoping to accomplish. So now, oops, I can leapfrog forward relays to get this destroyed. I do need to be somewhat careful, as the explosive sounds indicate. Come on, get up there. I'd almost rather have mortars up, I'm sure, but this will be effective enough. I do need another relay. Nope, dang it. Yeah, which is why I need another relay there. Come down this way too, to be able to provide power as much as possible. Alright, that's not working. Dang it. But don't retreat. Move there. Move to the other side. Land there, and keep firing. Since now they have the ammunition, get a nullifier in, and because this is pulling it, it's going to pull it away from where they are long enough for me to get the nullifier in, and since it's not too bad to mount in every .17, lost a bunch of stuff, but that ended up being effective. I wonder if just following it around, was the correct answer to begin with. Just build the line out, destroy things as you go with a few cannons. It probably was, but I'll still accept the victory that I've got, even though, hold on, for victory I have to get the shield key, and I wasn't quite close enough to get the shield key. Oops. Alright, so there's the shield key. That should give me victory with the cross law. Yep, 16 minutes, submit score, and most people did it in 7. So, sticking with my almost double theme, thanks all.
Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.